Tuesday's Tips and Tricks.
Yeah.
Hey folks, welcome back to another Tuesday's Tips and Tricks. I'm Chelsea.
I'm Nathaniel.
And today we're talking about how to find the gallonage of your pond. So for this you're going to need a tape measure. Even if it's janky, it still works. You'll need a tape measure, a notebook, and a calculator. So let's get to it.
Yep.
Alright, so this is the mathematical equation we're going to be using later on. But I just wanted to show you so you know what you're going to be measuring. So you're going to be doing the average length times the average width times the average depth, and you're going to do that to get the cubic feet. Now that you're going to take by 7.5. This is the water gallonage little equation you're going to use to do that, and that's going to give you gallons of water. So to clarify real quick, the pond that we're going to be doing has shelves and bogs and areas like that. So when you're measuring, you're going to want to measure each section. So pretend like this is its own pond, this is its own pond, this is its own pond, and even that upper reservoir you're going to treat as its own pond. You're going to take it by the average length, width, and depth, and then you're going to write that all down so you don't forget, and then we'll come back and write that stuff down. So let's go check out the pond and do some measuring. Alright folks, we're going to go ahead and measure this pond. We'll get back to you in a minute.
Math is a wonderful thing. Math is a really cool thing. So get off your act, let's do some math. Math, 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 math.
Next, we're gonna measure the upper reservoir. You don't want to forget about the upper reservoir. There are several hundred gallons in there. Maybe not several, but there's probably at least 100 gallons in there. Okay, now we're gonna go head over to the calculator, add up what we've got, and we'll have the gallon.
Yep.
So, we're gonna start with the little shallow end on the pond here. So the length we had was 9 feet, the width was 6 feet, and the depth was 1.5. Then on this area, so this goes all the way up, here's the water up here. The length was 8.5, the depth was 3 feet, and the width was 5.5. Then this area over here we had 6 foot, 6 foot here in length. This was 5.5, and then the depth was 1 foot. Then the upper reservoir, can't forget the upper reservoir. We had 2.75. The depth was 2 feet, and the width was 2.5. So next, we're going to add these up as individual pools, and then add them together.
To the calculator.
Well, the calculator, clear it out. Here we go. So we had 6 by 5.5 by 1. What? Is that right? I guess so.
33 cubic feet.
Okay. Then we had 5.5 by 8.5 by 3. And we had 140. We're going to round that up to 1. Then we have 6 by 9 by 1.5. That's 81. And then this dude, 2.5 by 2.75 by 2, 13. We'll round that up to 14. Okay, so next we're going to add these all together.
Nope.
And times it by 7.5. Yes. So, 33 plus 141 plus 81 plus 14. So, 269 is the total cubic feet. Now, we'll go back to our little calculation here. Alright. The cubic feet times 7.5. So here's that times 7.5 2,018 gallons. So we're just gonna say, well, we'll just write it down. 2,018 gallons of water in your pond. Now the nice thing about this, if you're gonna be doing a dosage on something, you're probably just gonna, I would probably round down to 2,000 so you don't have to have that random little number. So let's pick a product over here. Here's our Nourish product we used before. This says add 1 ounce per 300 gallons. So now that you have how many gallons you have, you can divide that by 300. So divided by 300, and you're going to put 6.73 ounces of this product in your pond. Pretty easy. You can do that with all kinds of products, microblip products, anything you put in your pond. They usually go by gallonage, so that's what you're going to try and do. So, I know it's math, seems kind of hard, but hey, we can do it together. If you ever have questions, you can call us. You can bring in your length, width, and depth, and we can help you figure it out. But here's your tool for at home.
And don't forget your upper reservoir.
Don't forget the upper reservoir. All right, that's your Tuesday's tips and tricks. We'll see you next week.
And that's a magic number.